Привет всем! We are going to translate the poem Giraffe by Nikolai Gumilyov, and we are going to go through these videos so that we take this poem stanza by stanza. There are 5 total videos for each of the 5 sections, and in each section we're going to go over 4 lines and talk about the grammar within them, and by the end you should know everything there is to know about Giraffe by Nikolai Gumilyov. So let's get started with our first stanza today. First we're going to read all the lines at once, and you'll see them all on your screen. Сегодня я вижу особенно грустен твой взгляд, и руки особенно тонкие, колени обняв. Послушай, далеко-далеко на озере Чад изысканный бродит жираф. The first line is Сегодня я вижу особенно грустен твой взгляд. It's not an entire sentence, but we're going to take a look at just this line by itself. So сегодня is today. Я is the pronoun for I, and вижу is the verb vidit, to see, conjugated for I, and it isn't perfective, it's imperfective, so it's conjugated in the present, which is I am seeing or I see. Особенно is an adverb, which is especially, and it's modifying the short adjective of grusen, which is masculine because it's modifying vzglad at the end of the line there, which is appearance or look. And grusen is sad, and tvoi is your, and it's also masculine, and it is because of vzglad. So, сегодня, today, я вижу, I see, особенно, especially, грустен, sad, твой взгляд, the way that you look. The second line is и руки особенно тонкие, колени обняв. So again we see особенно, which we should recognize from the last line, which is especially. So let's look. И is and, руки is arms, рука is one arm, this is the plural. Особенно again is especially, and тонкий is thin, and it is a short adjective, also like грустен, but it is plural. So it is describing руки, and your arms are especially thin. Колени обняв, your колени are your knees, and обняв is a participle. It is the second participle, and it means having done something. So it is a participle for the verb to grab or to hold, so having held or wrapped around your knees. So и руки особенно тонкие, колени обняв, and your arms are especially thin, wrapped around your knees. So the picture that is being painted is of a sad person sort of sitting with their knees up to their chin and holding their knees. So let's read through these 2 lines together because it's one complete sentence. So, сегодня я вижу особенно грустен твой взгляд, и руки особенно тонкие, колени обняв. So today I see that you look especially sad, and your arms are especially thin, wrapped around your knees. Our third line is послушай, далеко-далеко на озере Чад. And it's not a complete sentence. Again, here you'll see just a comma at the end of the third line, and we will go over the 4th line separately. So let's look at this one, the sentence fragment by itself. Послушай is an imperative, and it is familiar the way that Gumilyov has said tvoi vzglad earlier and used the informal, and so послушай is also informal as an infinitive, and it means listen. Daleka, far, far away. Just like in English fairy tales, I would suppose, where you say an adjective twice, it's also very common in Russian literature to repeat adjectives. Far, far away. Na ozera Chad. An ozera, which ends with an O, is a lake. And so this is in prepositional case because it's modified by na, which means on or by, on the lake of Chad, which conjures up an image of the country of Chad and of Africa. We say na with bodies of water when we are talking about what's going on by the shore, because if you say v ozera Chad, you are literally standing in the water, and when you say na, you mean sort of closer to on the shore. Okay? Our fourth and final line for today is Iziskani brodit giraffe. So this sentence is very Russian in that it has what we would put in English first, which is the subject, at the end. So giraffe is the subject of this sentence, which is a giraffe. And iziskani is an adjective modifying giraffe, which means fine or refined, dainty. And brodit is to wander. It is a verb to wander, conjugated for he or she, the third person, singular, because of giraffe. So altogether, this sentence, these last two lines are Послушай, далеко на озере Чад, изысканный бродит жираф. So listen, far, far away on the lake Chad, a fine giraffe wanders. So listen to the whole stanza once again and see if you can remember what the message is. Сегодня я вижу особенно грустен твой взгляд, и руки особенно тонкие, колени обняв. Послушай, далеко на озеро Чад, изысканный бродит жираф. That's it for today. Пока, студенты!